Hey everyone, how you doing today? Take another look at the workshop and see what was out there. Got a lot of very cool creations again to look at this week. Quite a few of them actually. A lot of them are smaller, so there's more creations going to be checked out today. Also, I'm every week until I get through them, I'm going to bring in a couple SVs from the challenge that took place last month. So I do have a couple of those SVs in on this look at the workshop video as well. To check out. They're really cool. So creation number one here, this is the Augur MK SW RE2 Small Vessel Warp Miner by XCaliber. Yes, that is the full name. So this is the first creation I've seen this author put to the workshop in a while, which is really cool. And I'm kind of seen this miner and actually hitched a ride on it before with my own miner in gameplay recently. So this is a warp-capable SV miner. So a little bit different configuration. It is currently a Tier 1 creation, and it doesn't actually come with the mining drills at Tier 1. However, it does have an upgrade path to add those mining drills in. But one of its bigger features, too, is being a Tier 1 creation that also does warping. It does have a warp drive already installed in it, which is really cool. So let's just go take a good look at the body here. I really dig the thin block setup all the way around it here. It looks, it's clean, but yeah, it looks really cool. I notice the difference in textures right over here too. It's kind of going to that more of a concrete look texture right there. And nice looking stuff on the top here. Now as an upgrade path, this indentation you see here, you actually do remove the blocks and you can add in a shield. SV shield right there, like the name on the side there and LCDs as well. And also, yeah, it's got all the front stuff marked out here too. So you got 4 drills you can add to this. One on the top, well, basically all the corners. Then also has locations to add in 2 guns. On the back side, it has a bunch of utility function. So we've got our constructor here, fridge, trauma station, and then you also got an O2 dispenser back in there. To upgrade this with like CPU blocks and things like that, it's basically done. It's a little hard to see. Let me keep my light on here. But inside of here, there's a couple glass panels, and you can, I believe, the CPU core blocks can be put in this area, if I'm not mistaken. On the other side, it is sealed off there. So yeah, I believe you add 2 CPU core blocks there, and then from there you can add in your drills, you can add in a shield, and whatever CPU you got left after that, you could probably put in a gun as well. Let me get this off the ground just a little bit here. Just taking a look at the bottom side. I guess there's no, I was just seeing if there's any other access doors there. Also, it's got a couple embedded spotlights there. They're kind of discreet. The spotlights in this game will work behind full blocks, so they do function as normal. I mean, it kind of defies physics, but that is a game thing. But it does work, and it's a nice way to go about spotlights. As it is, I learned my lesson too. Putting a spotlight, especially on the very front of a miner, is a bad idea. It really does not light up the area in front of you very well in a mining hole. It's like shining a flashlight directly in front of the wall in front of you. You can't see anything else around it, basically. So the spotlights on this build are pushed back, so they should light up the area better as well. And I'm trying to think if there's any other little upgrade compartments or anything like that on here. I mean, obviously it's got quite a bit there already. I'm curious on what it has for generators in here stock too. I'll take a look at that when I go through the P menu options here. But very cool miner. This is kind of a update from an older version of the same miner, also being the Augur. Very popular miner. And this, yeah, it's great too that it does the warping. I didn't focus that on my own miner or try to do warp on my little miner I recently put out to the workshop, but this one does do that. It's honestly, it's a nice feature to have. It really is. You might not need it for every occasion, but especially early game, being able to warp around at least your solar system. I don't know if you can get to other systems or not with it. I guess that depends on its distance and how far it can warp with the SV miner, and I don't know those specs right now. have to look that up, research a little bit. But yeah, very, very cool design here. Definitely like it. Looks really nice. Like the elegant look with it. This is also kind of cool too, how the this part over here is kind of painted black, and then you got a name on one side of it rather than both sides. I think that that looks really cool too. It's kind of like a little bit of like a race car stripe, sort of. If you had a gray and black race car, that's a cool looking look. Anyway, let's look at some numbers here and see what's going on. Oops, I moved my mouse in the wrong place. So unlock level 12, size class 0.48 or complexity. 80 forward, 40 strafing, 80 lift, 80 reverse, 40 down. Also, if you take a look at your secondary numbers here, your roll, yaw, and pitch are very high as well. So really agile build here. 2 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. Does come with a detector. I'm pretty sure I know it has a Wi-Fi in it as well. 24-minute and 7-second build time. Basically, pretty basic resources. We'll need a whopping 10 titanium. You will need a little bit of cobalt for this, so and that is the case for generally any miner. The mining drills themselves will take a little bit of cobalt as well, but I believe in this case it has a lot to do with the warp drive that's in it, and things like that. So let's take a look at its storage. Oh, I had a creation out there. What am I doing? Let's hit the right buttons. Oh my goodness. That screwed me up there. So the auger, yeah, we won't see it here if it didn't have Wi-Fi. So we got a ammo controller at 625. Looks like we've got a framed industrial. I think this is just a, yeah, that's just a box. Industrial though, it's 250 on this box, so not so bad on the box. Harvest bay is 8375, so a decent amount of harvest storage as well. And I do believe this can move that harvest pretty well. It is a fast miner. In other words, a lot of thrusters and things like that in place. It does have a fridge in there too. We've seen that on the back side of it. So yeah, again, very, very cool. Glad to see the author putting something out on the workshop again too. I know the author keeps building. The author, XCaliber, the author, formerly known as the author. Sorry, just got to throw in some stuff there. Give him a little crap. It's in the rules. But yeah, anyway, yeah, very, very cool build here. Again, the Augur MK SW RE2 small vessel warp miner by XCaliber. Very, very cool build here. And I'm gonna turn you off and to save my FPS. All right, so the next creation, we're gonna go to the other side of the platform over here, and this is the only CV actually this week. Let me turn this on because it looks quite a bit different when it's on. This is the MKL Basilis RE2 by MKL Lambda, if I said that name correctly. And this certainly to me looks like a fairly dedicated combat ship. Of course, it may do other functions and features, but its general layout and the obvious Xeno blocks up on the front here would definitely say that it is a combat type of ship here. And we got some cool looking timed lighting display up here too. I believe this kind of looks like it could be used for a yeah, there's a door in there. I was kind of wondering. Kind of looks like this would be a landing pad on the creation, right on the front area here with these like runway lights, and then you've got a access port behind a blast door to get inside of it. Turn off my spotlight there, and this is just the lighting from the ship itself. It does have a lot of lights on it. It does light up quite a bit. A whole lot of big guns. So again, I've been misjudging. Like when I look at these creations, I don't know what core this is yet, and I've been misjudging those. I've been noticing that there's some builds I've been seeing that look like they'd be a higher CPU core than what they actually are. But right now, I'm thinking this is pretty high CPU, but I'd say just wild stabbing guys. I'll see if I'm right on this. I'll say this is again above a core 9. But I don't know. Maybe it's not. It may very well be a Core 9 too. But yeah, a lot of nasty firepower going on in here. And I believe this front area is going to be really hard in here for taking all the hits, especially with all the xenoblocks on the front of that. And beyond that, we do have some radar pieces here too. Let me get out the multi-tool. I want to see if this is. Yeah, that's a real one there. So this is a long-range radar array, not the Deco version. And this one is the Deco version, I believe. So yeah, it's real. It actually does have a radar better than your normal long-range radar stock on here. On the backside, we also do have a hangar too. So I guess we are going to have some more areas to park things. But yeah, the obvious landing pad on the front side. Running some pretty big thrusters on here as well, the XL type. Let me see if these are the ions or not. Okay, so they are the ions, so they are less CPU, of course, than the other variants of those. Just trying to, almost like playing a game. Guess that CPU. New game show for us Empyrion geeks here. Got some little plasma leaks going on over there, or venting. Might need to do that to contain all the power. Yeah, very cool looking ship though. And again, I believe this is really dedicated for a lot of blown up everything in the galaxy kind of stuff. This turret up here too looks like it's special. Like this is going to be a multi-turret. So it looks like once you blow up your victim, then you can salvage it too, or basically eat it. So yeah, quite the predator here. Something to fear roaming around the solar system, or the galaxy I should say. I also do have some pop-up sentry guns up the backside here as well. Anyway, let's get aboard here. I'll try to get out of God mode here. I don't have my light on right now, but I will try to darken it a little bit. And I do understand that it gets darker in the video, depending on monitors and things like that, than probably what I'm seeing on my own screen. So sometimes things will come in dark. But this ship lights up pretty well, I gotta say. Outside and the inside also seems to light up pretty well. So yeah, in the hangar here, it looks like we've got a location for... no, actually I don't think that's a location. I think that's just a parking spot. I can't think of a part that would actually quite be that size, unless it was a shield component or something like that. But I believe that's going to be in another location anyway. We got an ammo box up over here. It looks like a storage controller. We have some internal xenoblocks too, and you can always identify xenoblocks by this texture. It is specific to xeno material. And up top over there, it looks like we're running a I'd say that is a new style large shield part. We'll get up there eventually, I believe. So let's go take the elevator, or let's go in here. So we do have an elevator, but I'm gonna go in this front room first. So this looks like kind of a CPU core room. Obvious CPU blocks out in the area, plus a shield. Our main core is up in there, and Pentaxi tank. Got some effects running there. Yeah, maybe I'll quit in God mode for a second. Obviously, a lot of room up in here too to add in more CPU blocks, or yeah, there's quite a few parts that will fit in this space. So I guess it's up to you on what you want to put there, but I would probably say it was more meant for additional CPU blocks. I don't really want to count them yet, but right now, from what I can tell, I would guess it's a Core 9. I would guess it's a Core 9, actually, and it might not exceed that. That's pretty good for getting all the big old guns that this thing has on it. So let's go up the elevator. Looks like we got a door here, which looks like it's just warp drive access. And just to see what kind of warp drive we're running, we got a standard warp drive in here. So 30 light year warp drive. But that's a nice access door. If you're going to upgrade that to the advanced warp drive or something else, you definitely need a way to touch it in person in the build. So that is what that is doing. And up the elevator here, looks like we got a storage controller, and then we get into our main deck here, or kind of like the bridge area. Yeah, we got a bridge right up there. We got a basically a full medical bay over on this side. Got some more storage controllers in the area. Some other utility function here. We got our weapon locker, armor locker, and our, I'll just call it item repair. because it repairs more than just armor at this point, especially with weapons and things like that. And a small constructor, fridge, got our O2, and then we're right up into the bridge area here, and another controller kind of right behind the pilot seat, and yeah, upgrade in in USA. Yeah, very cool. I'm just kind of wondering if I missed anything else. And we got, oh wait, we got a door down in here, a couple, blast door down in here. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I gotta fly through this area anyway here, but looks like we've got a location for our fusion reactor, our small fusion reactor though. It's the 3x3 by 3 one, and but it looks like it's got a 5x5 area for the big fusion reactor. So kind of looks like, yeah, if you don't have enough power, swap out your fusion reactors, and you definitely should. I'm gonna tour the hall a little bit here too and see what else is going on here. So obviously a bunch of, or at least a couple medium shield parts. Another one over here. We got our reverse thrust kind of embedded in there. We got a Wi-Fi up front. And up here I expect to have decoys like what you see here, a little baby thruster, a little baby generator, another little baby thruster. All things for the AI to shoot at, basically. And it's not going to have much luck because this is all solid blocks meant for that. So even some like Xeno lag shot blocks in the mix there. So this looks really solid on the front. Like, it's going to take a lot to blast through this to get into this part of the ship to actually cause you any kind of real damage. Yeah, very, very cool. Alright, let me get the lights back on. Let's look at some numbers. Alright, unlock level 25, size class 4, 32 forward, 32 strafing, 64 lift, 32 reverse, 32 down. Pretty well balanced thrusters with a focus on lift, which makes a lot of sense. Because if you're going down to a planet side, you need that extra power to take off, carrying cargo weight and all that fun stuff. A whole bunch of guns, actually 16th century guns on there, but let you read out what's going on in here. Some of these are some big old tier 3s, I think. Yeah, heavies. Heavies are tier, well, yeah, I keep on referring to them as like tier 1, 2, and 3 when it's really light, medium, and heavy. So, yeah, we do have 6 quad laser batteries heavy. Interesting. 8-hour and 12-minute build time. It's going to need some stuff. But what I can tell, yeah, I would definitely say at this point it is a Core 9 build. It's got 4 quantum processors. You need, I think, 2 apiece for a superior CPU core. Unless I fudge that up. We'll look at the actual core as well. CPU, yeah, I definitely think this is Core 9, especially looking at the numbers here. I think 840,000 is what it is Core 9. It's doing 844. Yeah, this is not going to be a problem. In fact, a lot of builds, I don't really sweat bullets too much if you go a little over the CPU and RE2. It takes quite a bit over CPU before you really start getting some negative effects on your build. So this is not an issue whatsoever on that CPU. Devices here, I just want to take a look in here. Oh, it's all kind of sorted out and stuff. But it is definitely a Core 9, and that's basically what I want to look at. So you got your 2 superior cores, each needing 2 quantum cores. Or not quantum core, quantum, whatever those parts were. Yeah, actually, hold on. What is that called again? I want to get my quantum processor, not core. That's what I was thinking of. But again, yeah, very, very cool ship. It really is focused on blowing stuff up in the galaxy, and it looks like it's going to do a really good job of that as well. And you could also, of course, move around some smaller creations, either in the hangar or on the landing pad on the front of it as well. Let's take a look at its storage. Oh, nicely labeled storage system here. Everything's kind of up there. So we got 240K fuel set up here, 240K for stock. Okay, that's a box there. That's items for sale. A lot of these are boxes. We got a 320K harvest bay. keep in mind it does have that multi-turret on here too. 14K ammo plus. Yeah, interesting. I know I had an ammo box in there too, but it also has two like dedicated 320K ammo controllers, which is really good for a build like this. Then you got a 640K loot bay as well. So yeah, it's really just set up, blow stuff up, salvage it, loot it, store it, move on. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be very practical. One last thing I want to look at here is its total shield strength stock, 61,988. It does have a couple P menu options or for sentries, hangar cabin, and machine room door. So yeah, very cool. But yeah, even the stock shield on this is pretty significant. Yeah, very, very cool build. Again, this is the MKL Basilis RE2 by Michael Lambra. Again, I might have butchered the name, but yeah, very, very cool build. Alright, I'm going to power you off to save a little FPS for me here. So let's go to the next build here. And oh, this one is on, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. So this is the Draconus HV by Bone Dog. And this is, well, hold on, what are we, actually? I want to make sure I get this right. This has got to be a HV, right? What am I doing? Yeah, there we, yeah. Oh, duh. Yeah, kind of says that right on it. Very, very cool looking tank here. I love this plow on the front. It looks like a plow. This is actually a tree harvester. It's a newer Reforged Eden 2 model. It's an industrial version of the standard, what I usually call a cheese grater. This one is pretty cool in the way that it does cut trees, but something to note with this is this bulldozer blade, which cuts trees, has a lot of hit points, 10,000 to be specific. It is more expensive, of course, than your standard cheese grater that you'd put on HV, but that is really cool. It really fits the build well too. Just looks mean coming at you and things like that. That is cool. That is cool. Let's take a look kind of down under here and see what's going on. Obviously, we've got some big old guns over here. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep the multi-tool out for a second here. These are heavy cannons. Then we got medium laser turret there, secondary one there. I like the shape and design on this. It's just neat. This plow really sets it off too. I really dig that. These guns look really neat on this build. Trying to figure out what the heck that. Oh, that's a no. What is that? Advanced detector. Ah, see, another new RE2 part, I do believe. Unless, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Some of this, it's possible some of these parts are from vanilla, but I'm pretty sure like these two aren't. But I'm not 100% certain on that. But yeah, that's cool. I just have to figure out what all this stuff is. Always seeing new stuff. Here's some shield chargers as well. Got a little mist coming off the back there. Speaking of the back side, oh, that looks nice too. I like this indentation block work kind of lining up with the thrusters there. Looks very uniform. A cool looking door as well. Got some nice texture lights around the area here. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. We got some combat steel up in here too. Check that out. So yeah, definitely meant to blow stuff up. Yeah, combat steel. I'm trying to think. Kind of looks like the entire hull is combat steel on this one. So yeah, quite a really solid tank here. Tank slash bulldozer. Very cool. All right, so here I'm gonna get out of God mode here. I'm not sure if I should adjust the lighting too much here or not. Try a little bit here. And okay, I'm on perfectly flat. I've been having a lot of problems with ramps as of late. But if you're flat and on blocks like this, they do seem to work pretty good. It's just if you're on different terrains and stuff, they have a tendency to want to close when you try to walk up them. A little bit of a problem there. Oh, okay. So you actually have to duck when getting in here. Okay. That's actually, yeah, yeah, that works though. That totally works. Oh, check out this interior. Oh, it's got stuff. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Let me get the HUD out of here. And so we got our pilot suit, got a trauma station right over there. We've got armor locker. Just a lot of stuff. Got a protection tank, a clone chamber. Very nice feature for this as well. Cool looking VR display. LCD there. On the other side, we've got O2. We got a fridge. We're seeing some CPU blocks in the area as well. Ventilator up on the ceiling. One of the new lights. I do believe this is a vanilla option there. I used one of those now too. It's cool having some more light items. We've got some really cool looking. I believe this is RE2 specific. There's a whole set of like deco items that do this, and they have some animations going on in them and stuff like that too. So it's really cool stuff to see. A lot of new stuff. I mean, it's if you've been away from the game for a while, just to throw it out there, I've been fairly impressed with RE2 playing it. I haven't done vanilla in a while, so I can't really say anything about that. But both the vanilla devs and of course the RE2 devs have been adding more stuff to the game, so there's just more things going on. So especially if you're, of course, RE2 uses all the vanilla stuff plus all the RE2 stuff, so you get the bulk of all the new stuff if you are in the RE2 scenario. And that scenario is just in beta yet, so it's not completely finished yet. But from what I see so far, it's been pretty flawless. I haven't really had any issues with any bit of the playthrough I've done so far in RE2. But yeah, very cool tank here. Let's look at some numbers. So unlock level 25, complexity. I always want to call this size class, but complexity 1, 52 forward, 26 strafing, 52 reverse. It's a HV, so it doesn't do the up and down. Pitch is actually, you know, it moves pretty good considering the outer hull at least is built of combat steel. So it's almost a material that you don't see used very much, or haven't seen used very much in quite a while. But this actually does a pretty good job with combat steel. I was wondering how that was going to perform, but yeah, definitely built to take some hits. We do have our bulldozer blade, 2 medium laser turrets, 2 heavy cannons, and advanced detector on there. Hour and 34-minute build time. It does look like it's Core 9, I think. I think you only need 1 quantum processor per superior core. If I'm wrong, maybe it's a Core 8 as well. That is a possibility. Take a look at the CPU on it. So 27,000. It's 340 over again, just like I said on the last one. This isn't going to make any difference. Don't feel obligated to be exactly at core. You got to go over it a fair amount to get debuffs on your creation, basically. And to verify, oh, this is a, no, I'm wrong. This is a Core 7? Hold on, let me sort this out again. No, it is a Core 9. Yeah, Core 7 should not use the quantum parts there. So, yeah, it is a Core 9 build. And we do have stock shield, 21,062 on its stock shield, which is really cool. Let's take a look at the storage here. So we got a ammo controller at 6219 and a fridge and pretty much your protection tank for the shield and things like that. So yeah, right to the point HV tank. That can also chop trees, but I don't think it cares about that. It's mainly just to probably clean up the terrain around a POI, which can be important with the HV as well. You don't want to get tripped up in trees and twigs and things like that. So it doesn't actually collect the tree harvest, but it will clear the path and make attacking POIs in some places, especially on your swamp and tree planets, a lot better. So yeah, again, very cool build here. This is the Draconus HV by Bone Dog. Very cool. All right, so the next creation I left on purpose. This is running some of the most unusual setup I've seen. In fact, the pictures of it when I was looking at it on the workshop, I didn't realize how this actually functioned, but as you can see in game here, we are looking at some big O LCDs to build the wing design here, and from what I can tell also by the workshop post, that there's different animations set up for these where you can fold these wings up like you would see. Obviously this is heavily based on Star Wars here. In fact, I even skipped the name. Let's get into that. This is the Star Wars Lambda shuttle RE2 by Zelios. I might have just butchered the author name there. I'm sorry. Zelos? Zelos. I think it's got to be pretty close. I hope. But yeah, this is extremely innovative. I've just not seen something like this done before, ever. I mean, I don't think I've seen LCDs being used for some pretty interesting purposes before, but this is way different. And think about all the blocks. If you're trying to build out all this stuff with blocks, well, first of all, you couldn't animate it. Second of all, that would really ramp up the build cost and probably lower down a lot of the flight specs of the actual creation. But since it's just an LCD, this is like completely weightless everywhere. That's just cool. As in the core build here in the center, this looks amazing. I'm just looking at the block work, the texturing, the details. Really cool how you're kind of seeing the side edge of a thruster back over here, like a strafing thruster. That looks really neat. Fits right into that. I love this kind of like armored framework around the area as well. Of course, we got the Star Wars lights going on the back here, or thruster stuff. I believe a lot of the thrusters might be internal. Do have some big lift thrusters right there. Yeah, just a huge amount of detail. This is really cool what's going on in here too. This little thin block, just very Star Wars like. All the little doodads of detail and tech stuff. That looks really, really nice. Obviously, we've got an entry door right there, and coming up on the front part of the shuttle, very much like you'd see in the Star Wars movies. This is really cool too, how all this is kind of and it's got this outer frame that kind of goes around the round sides here, and we do have some turrets in there as well. Yeah, that is cool. That is very, very cool. And this is just really, really innovative. The author had to do some tricks to pull this off too, because I mean, your maximum size for an LCD is typically 5 blocks in length or in height, but this is far greater than that. So it has to use a different technique to do the LCD, of having it kind of like go out of the bounds of the LCD, so you can do really long lines like this. But at the same time, it's angled, which I'm not exactly 100% sure how that's done, to be honest. I might have to identify these LCDs here a little bit and take a good look at them. All right, so next part here, let's get a board. I'm gonna try to reduce the light here a little bit, and obviously I'm in God mode. Probably let me get up to the door here and let's get out of God mode. And yeah, and definitely this is like a more of a transport, of course, in the Star Wars movies, and it looks like it's set up to do exactly that. You got 6 passenger seats, a couple cargo controllers, a couple fridges when you walk in, armor locker, storage controller up there. I can see some cargo extensions in the area as well. We got O2, and I think that's a constructor right down there. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. And then we got a little skylight up there. But a big question, I don't know how this is done exactly, is how do you fly it? We gotta figure that one out here a second. Hold on. Is that? I was just curious if that was a cockpit or if it's like. Yeah. Oh wait. I think it's there's a separate entryway to the front part of this, because I'm seeing an interior space in here. Oh yeah, check that out. I didn't even notice it. Right as you walk in, there's a ramp, a door that opens up to the bridge area or the cockpit area of the ship here. Oh, that looks nice too. Oh wow, yeah, check that out. I got a couple boxes up over there. More boxes. Got our main CPU core here. Looks like 2 actual pilot seats. Oh yes, cool looking holographic keyboard up over there. Oh, I like that too. Yeah, this is really neat. I love the styling and the detail and the whole block work and the shapes and everything that are going on in this. Really, really nice. This has got to be, yeah, this is a trip. I've never seen a front end design to a build quite like this before. But then again, trying to do like a replica build like this, I mean, that would be difficult to like pull off and figure out how to make the interior stuff work. Obviously, in the movies, it can work a little bit different. And quite frankly, I don't think I've ever seen the inside of one of these in one of the shows or movies, but I didn't see them all. So maybe there is some reference on that out there. Really, really cool build. Now, one thing I am noticing too, and you gotta, they keep on kind of disappearing at certain angles, is there's a secondary LCD going kind of over the big LCD that adds in this like fine detail, like tech work stuff to the wings, and that is, and they disappear a little bit. And this is just a note to the author. I believe I know how you can fix that. It's kind of a bug with the game, but let me see if I. Oh yeah. Oh wow. So I just kind of flew inside. Wow, there's a lot in here, isn't there? There's like a whole walk space inside of here. But if we take a look at one of these LCDs here, and I'm not sure exactly which one I'm looking at right now. I don't think, no. I want the one that has those decorative parts on it. I don't know if this is the right one. But essentially, when you put in your color information, if you add in 2 more digits or 2 more numbers over here, that would be your alpha transparency. And 0 would be like completely invisible, and 100 or 99 would be as high as you can go with it. But even if you were put a 99 in there, I don't know if I got the right LCD going on here, but what that would do is it turns on alpha transparency, and then it doesn't do that disappearing thing with this. In fact, well, I don't think I got the right LCD there, but that's kind of how you would fix it. It does look a little bit different even with what I did do. In fact, it looks like there's a secondary part in there too. It's just something I wanted the author to know, because I ran into the same problem multiple times. And yeah, alpha transparencies are a thing also on the color coding on LCDs that you can put in. It's just a really good thing to know about those, and you can do a lot of other stuff with it too. Besides just make LCDs blend together better, where they don't do that glitchy thing from the game there. So just some cool stuff to know there. Anyway, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 20, size class 3, 50 forward, 43 strafing, 74 lift, 50 reverse, 62 down. Decent looking specs on pitch, yaw, and roll as well. We got 2 light Gatling turrets and a detector. 2 hour and 22 minute build time. Definitely, I don't think this is going to be super high CPU core at all either. I'm not seeing some parts that would be needed for that. But yeah, it's up there a little bit. So it's set up for 19,500, choosing 20,000. I believe that's pretty safe yet. I gotta study that a little bit more, but yeah, I think that should be pretty safe. Let me sort this a second. There's a lot of LCD projectors. If I would have found the right LCD projector, I think that one thing could have been fixed up there a little bit. So we have an ammo box. Well, core 7 on this. That's basically what I wanted to take a look at. Not bad at all. It does come stock with a shield at 6894. One last thing I want to see if it has. I'm pretty sure it would, but I'm not positive. But it kind of looks like it does. And that is a warp drive or jump drive in here. So yeah, it is warp capable as well. with a shield, with guns, with ammo boxes. Yeah, it's like despite being a really, really cool, innovative replica, it's actually a functional, pretty decently functional, like transport style ship in for game that can also shoot some stuff up too with a shield. Oh wait, does it have a shield? Hold on. Yes, it does have a shield. 6894 on that as well. So yeah, very, very cool. Storage. Last thing to take a look here at. Let's see, we got an ammo controller at 8219. It can hold a lot of ammo. 2 cargo drums there. We got another controller here at, wow, 64K. That's a big controller for a SB. And it's got 2 of them. So yeah, it can actually hold a lot of storage for an SB. 128K of storage. Plus you got some extra boxes and your ammo controller on top of that. So yeah, very, very cool build here. I love it. Really, really looks neat. Again, this is the Star Wars Lambda Shuttle RE2 by Zelios. I hope I said your name correctly. If I did, please call me out on it. I have a hard time pronouncing a lot. There's a lot of names out there, and yeah. Anyway, moving on here. Let me turn you. Well, I don't know if I should turn you off. No, I'm gonna leave you on. I purposely. Oh wait. There's something I have to see. I seen an animation set up where the wings were in a different position on the workshop post, and I want to try to figure out how to activate that, if it's something that can be activated. I'm kind of wondering if it wouldn't be in the bridge area, a button or a switch or something. I didn't see anything in the P menu options for it, but yeah, because it's LCDs, you can just pop on a different LCD, have the one that you see there disappear, and you have your animation of the wings. I wonder if it's maybe it's triggered by landing. That would make sense too. So let me put this on the ground. Yes, it is. Oh, automatic. Look at that. You see? Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. And then, yeah, then the front door opens up too, and it looks, yeah, that's neat. That is really neat. Again, innovation on this is really, really cool. It looks great too. All right, back to the next Star Wars creation here. Let me get this on. Now, this is kind of a refit. I believe I've looked at this creation before in a previous form, or maybe RE1, or maybe even vanilla. I'm not 100% sure. But this is the Star Wars Millennium Falcon RE2 by Aknar. And yeah, I remember kind of really liking the shaping and the features on this before, but now it's been kind of retrofitted over to RE2. Yeah, just certain features I'll pull up. I remember seeing this too. I thought this block radar disc was just like the coolest thing ever. Just the shaping on that looks really, really neat. And of course, we've got our Falcon thrust on the back, which looks very, very good. I mean, this whole creation is just really cool, really authentic for the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, and the shaping and designs. Looks like we got a bunch of or a couple missile weapons up on the front there, and it's other little features all over here as well. Really cool. Obviously, this is probably you know, if you're gonna rate like sci-fi ships out there in the world, just take a guess that this might be the #1 most viewed sci-fi ship out there. But I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just thinking it's probably got more stature than any other individual sci-fi type of creation out there. Anyway, let's get aboard here, and I do have you on. Yeah, let's be aboard. Hold on, let me go to the other side here a second. Doesn't that look cool? How you see all the grayer tech stuff on the insides of that? That's neat. All right, you don't want to open just try to leap there. Not cheat. Alright. Getting the doors here. So now we are inside, and yeah, I do remember this interior too. Very authentic looking. Again, just really, really cool the way it's kind of sectioned off and set up like what you would expect the ship to be set up like, and all the sci-fi reality. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. So we got this bathroom here. It's got this light switch. Oh, look at that. Got a toilet. Got a little counter over there. Got our shower. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. It's been a while since I've seen a good a really cool SV block bathroom. That is definitely cool to see. Then we got lights over here. Oh, okay, for the beds. And let's go. We got our warp drive. Oh, wow, we got a lot of stuff in this room here. All like generators and shield parts and warp drive and Pentaxid tank and CPU cores. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff in there. Really cool engineering area. Another CPU core right there as well. We got this going on with this switch here. Oh, just some more lighting. Oh, it opens. Oh, I had the doors disabled, I think, is why I had an issue on the outside, because there's an internal switch. That's why they didn't feel like opening for me. And then there's a ramp too, so you can kind of walk up this way. I'll just leave that on. God, there's switches and levers everywhere. I think that had to do with lighting. Yeah, I did see some more lights come on when that went on. So up in here, we've got our cockpit. 2-passenger cockpit here. You got Hans and Chewie sitting in there. Now it's really cool. I mean, this whole ship feels really, really neat for, I mean, its authenticity and things like that. Really cool looking table over there. Like the accents on that, the seats around it. We got a food processor, some boxes over there, fridge up in the cupboard area, and on the back side we got, oh, look at that, a message board. We got a constructor, trauma station. So that's a cool interior for an SV here. And I got some pull-up panels over here, probably for some part placements. Potential part placements. Very, very cool build here. Again, this is RE2 spec this time. This is like it would be a fairly rough ship to get into RE2, but maybe not. Let's take a look at some numbers here. Unlock level 25, complexity 3, 64, 27 strafing, 39 lift, 28 reverse, 21 down. Secondary numbers look pretty good. 30 fuel tanks, wow. 14 oxygen tanks. Yeah, you don't have to fill this up very often at all. 4-hour and 20-minute build time. It is getting into the beyond Core 9 specifications, I do believe there. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of quantum processor usage, plus small auxiliary cores in the build here. CPU-wise, it is set to 40,500. It's good to know you can get up that to that level. That'd be kind of neat, building some like late game, end game SVs and stuff like that. Taking a look at its main menu, I just want to check out its shield. Stock shield 23,706 on here. Devices, it is a Core 15, so it is running 2 quantums plus 4 auxiliary cores in with the Core 9 setup here. Okay, storage on here. So let's see, we got a main hold at 12K, aft hold at 8K, ammunition controller at 8K, crew storage, that's a box. I think the rest of these may be boxes. Yeah, and then some boxes. So yeah, it does have a decent amount of storage too. 12K. Plus, yeah, basically you got like 20K of regular old storage, and you got like another 8K of ammo storage plus your boxes. Yeah, very, very cool. Love the build. Again, this is the Star Wars Millennium Falcon RE2 by Akinar. Very, very cool. All right, so we're gonna zoom over to something a little bit different here. And this is the one creation that I don't think stated what version of the game it was for. But again, it is unique. So I'm not so worried about that. I don't think it's going to be an issue. In fact, it's not an issue. Even CPU on RE2, I can tell that already. Let me adjust the lighting a little bit with this one too. I'm going to look at this in a little bit darker environment. Maybe I'll darken it up again when we tour the inside. Actually, you know, I kind of want to get some shadows on here too. It's a cool looking build. Now, obviously, this is meant to be in space. It is a space station. And this is the Retro Bar by Mighty Duck. And I was reading the description. It's got a lot of neat things in it. A lot to tour here. But this is really, really cool. I mean, I am loving the design on here. And look at this lettering. Look how this was done with all like curvy blocks. Looks like neon. That's cool. That's cool. That is a very, very interesting way to do the wording on there, and I love it. Again, I'll have to look at this at nighttime too. So I'm just kind of gazing over it right now, just taking a look at all the neat looking block work and craziness. This is quite the configuration of parts and things going on in here too. Look at all those canisters, and it looks really cool. Got some radar right over there. Some more stuff. I love this hanging landing pad down in here too. That is cool. And it's got some a little utility function in here too. So we got some repair station, a gravity generator. There's a nice fancy lit staircase going up into the retro bar entrance. Got a small constructor over there. Another gravity generator. Just look at all the neat styling stuff going on in here. Like this is really cool too. This is that other alternative heavy glass with a part behind it that makes that look here. I love the checker texture in there too, or the like a floor tiling, checkered floor tiling texture. Oh wow, man, yeah, this is neat. This is neat. Get a good look at the top side here too. So the whole top is pretty much glass with these framework pieces going in there as well. And you can see a lot of festivities going on on the inside here. Wow. Okay, so here I'm gonna do. I'm trying to show this the best way I can, and I don't know exactly what that is quite yet. But I kind of wanted to give it more of a space lighting look a little bit to see all the texture lights pop out and things like that. But if it's too dark here in a second, when I get on the inside, I will ramp the lights up again. There we go. Oh wow. Okay, so it is a little bit dark in here. So here, let me get this lit up a little bit. Wow, this is quite the setup in here. Oh my goodness, there's even stuff over there. It's kind of like, you know, going through some exhibit at a theme park. Oh yeah, full of festivities on the inside here too. Wow. Wow, look at all the crazy amounts of detail and stuff going on in here. This has got a really cool feel to it here. And then obviously there's some different sections here too. But let's try to go around this way here. And there's a lot to read in here too. So this looks like yeah, we got our ATM over here, kind of a bit of a maybe a waiting room. Then we get right into the dance club area. Got a lot of people dancing around. And look at that. Oh yeah, these are those new lights in the game. They're part of the street light set. That's cool looking. Yep, dance floor. We got DJ Danger. What do we got in the corner up here? That is a pretty trippy staircase if I ever seen one. The game devs never actually made these work though, unfortunately. Wow. I dig this like secondary hanging ceiling here. And all the stuff going on in with it. Oh, look at that. The big, that's another new light fixture. I believe added in by the vanilla devs. This is a new part, I think, if I identify that to RE or the Report Eden devs. And we got a little waiting room, TV. And look at the woodworking out in this area. Oh, that's sharp. Oh, these are, yeah, those are the like wooden bookshelf pieces and some other stuff. That looks so good, the way it's set up there. With the colors and the backing textures and things like that. That's neat. Love to see this kind of thing. It's fun to see what you can do on a visual thing with all the blocks and parts available and a good amount of imagination. And we got our game room over here. We got our casino tables. Got to have that in any kind of place like this. Yeah, Casino Royale. That's actually the name of a real casino in Vegas. I've been there before. It's a little one across the street from the Mirage. And it was the name of a James Bond movie too. So, but there is that. Look at this. This is so cool looking. I love the wood grain southwestern look to it. I said southwestern because of kind of the color scheme, but cactus really kind of sets that off too. And look, we got a boat. Got an old wooden boat on display up here. It's more of the that really cool trick here with these bookshelves. And we got good old flame torches in here. And oh yeah, look at the I didn't know there was wooden tables like this in the game. I gotta look at some of these parts again. I don't recall ever seeing that one. But yeah, this just looks incredible. And even just yeah, all the attention to detail and decoration. Oh, look, we got boats up on the ceiling up here by this other bar or restaurant. Oh yeah, this. Oh well, I said southwestern. Yeah, Mexicano. Yeah, it's totally southwestern or Mexican. I love Mexican food. And you know, if you had a real restaurant that looked like this, that would be a very cool restaurant. Just saying. And over here, oh wow, we've got a barrage of different cuisines in here as well. This is just one of those things. I love walking through this kind of thing. So cool. Wow. Oh yeah, it actually does have some real parts in there too. Yeah, there's our main engineering area of the space station. And some utility function here. We got a clone chamber and medical bay. And up in here, this kind of I think I went into like some of the administrative areas of the build. Probably like some crew rooms and things like that. Bathroom. And a big old kitchen. Yeah, that's neat. Wow. So let's. Jeez, let's just keep on going on with the tour here. Again, just seeing the ceiling above all this too, like a pavilion kind of thing, that's just really neat. So we got a different look in this area here too. Looks like a different kind of club going on here. Play some cards over in the corner. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh yeah, glass, round glass formation going down to the floor, and it looks like the glass works with the textures around it pretty well as well. That's neat. Ah man, there's so many features to look at. Gloss over this for quite a while here. Now we got a different themed area over here. Kind of goes with the outside theme a little bit with the almost like the retro look, basically. If you look at some old like I don't know, 80s stuff, I guess you could say. Keep on thinking of like Miami Vice or something like that. Yeah, wow. These lights really really work for this too. These are actually like actually lights and not just decorative pieces. But that fits perfect for this look here. Love the trees in there too. And again, just the added accent across the entire build is this really cool ceiling. Got another area over here. Yep, another bar or food place or something. And then we've got, man, oh, we got the billiard area. I almost forgot about that. I think let's go check out this. Oh, I think we just kind of walked around there. And then another place over here with a different look. The snack bar. Yeah, different textures. With some kind of mixed stone and wood grain look on this area here. Holy smokes. Yeah, this looks really good. Again, the author put a lot of time and attention to detail into this. Really creative too. Oh, we got a staircase over in the corner there too. Didn't notice that. So I think we kind of looped around the build here. Just came up on the staircase down below there, but I gotta go walk up this way and see what's going on up here. Oh no, this is just the top of the staircase that we did come up originally. Oh, and then it drops you back down here. I see. Wow. All right. One last time with the darkness. Oh god, look at all those really cool shadows you're gonna get from that glass ceiling as well. But yeah, I guess it's a little dark if I make it dark. Imagine that. All right. Well, anyway, I'll look at some numbers here. Obviously, this is not your regular kind of like you're trying to do a RE2 playthrough or something like that kind of build. But yeah, it's just love seeing this kind of thing. So size class 14. It's got 4 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. Only a 4-hour and 50-minute build time for all this stuff. A lot of NPC people on this build. CPU wise, it's set for that. It works. It might work regardless of whatever version of the game you're running. If it works in RE2, I'd imagine it'd probably be pretty happy across the board. But I did want to just briefly take a look at the core setup anyway. Not that it really matters. And core 2, yeah. Just one basic CPU core in this. Not much at all. Wow. Yeah, sharp. I guess I'll look at some other stats here too. I don't know if it's gonna. Nah, it's not into storage and all that kind of thing. It's not that kind of creation. Love to see it though. Love to see it. So again, yeah, this is the Retro Bar by Mighty Duck. Amazing job on this. Really like it. That great looking. Looks professional quality. All right, so next creation here. There's just so many cool things to look at today. Kind of getting that I had that giddy, excited feeling. All right, so the next build here. This is the NT Sagita by NT, and this is Reforged Eden 2. Here, let me get this powered up. Reforged Eden 2 SV. And yeah, this looks really cool. One thing I just want to throw out there: this X-wing cockpit, it's hard to work with. It very much looks like an X-wing cockpit. It's a weird 2-block width, and the author really flawlessly integrated that into this build here. The way the blocks are lining up to it and the way its stature is here, where it does not look like an X-Wing, and it just looked really, really appropriate for the build. And it's basically just all the accent blocks around it that make that look really good. That's neat. That is neat. I love this this tail section here too. So we do have a couple legit guns in there. Oh yeah, look at that centered exhaust thrust. So it's kind of has like an X-Wing kind of thing going on in the back, but obviously it's not an X-Wing. That is, yeah, it's a cool looking build. I like what's going on below here, where you can kind of see some thruster pieces, but you got that separation there and techie stuff in the mix. And this does kind of look like it could maybe function in the Star Wars verse, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Could work with a lot of things. A couple of generators up over here, and we've got some. We got quite a few doors that open up in here too. I think. No, I can't open them. Oh yeah, I can. It's just, oh, I was getting some collision things, I think, with the thrust here. But okay, so this is like oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just some our down thrust under there. It looks like. Oh, we got some. Oh yeah, look at all the blinky lights too. I didn't even notice that before. Oh, that's cool. See, so it looks like it's covering up a lot of the thrust basically under these doors. Not the forward thrust, but a lot of the other thrust here. And again, maybe I don't know if this is a replica or just an original creation or what, but I think it's a really cool looking SV though. It's got just a different look to it, especially with that cockpit set up there. So in here, looks like, yep, we got our reverse thrust here. Oh, okay, so we got a storage controller there. And looks like fuel tank on the other side. Yeah, really, really cool. I like it. It doesn't look like it would be too terribly expensive. It's only, looks like it's running 2 guns on it. 2 improved generators. So I don't think this is going to be too high of a CPU core. But I don't know. Let's take a look at the numbers. So unlock level 20, side class 1, 144 forward. Really, yeah, a lot of forward thrust there. 40 strafing, 96 lift, 46 reverse, 35 down. Secondary numbers are really high. Yeah, 182 roll, 131 yaw, and 165 on pitch. 2 fuel tanks. Does not have any oxygen tanks. 2 railguns, light, 53 minute and 43 second build time. CPU wise, it is set at 19,500, using 13,851 of that. And I do believe it's a Core 7. So right there, yep, our Core 7 set up there. Also here we do have a shield at 10,478 hit points. That's a pretty big shield. Couple P menu options. We got a cruise mode and shutters and ramps. I'll just turn that on for now. We do have a spotlight function as well. Also, I wanted to check out one last thing, see if it did have a let me condense that again. Just basically trying to see if it had a warp drive in it, or would that be called a jump drive? I'm not actually seeing that in here. Let's have a shield though. I'm probably just blind. Or maybe it's in a custom group. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see the Pentax tank. It usually shows that sorted in a certain way, unless it's again custom here. Maybe under defense. Oh yeah, we do have a shield. Yeah, standard shield gen. Oh, duh. No, I was talking about the warp drive anyway. I don't think it does warp. I hope I'm not wrong on that though. I don't see it here. That's okay. That's okay. It definitely looks like it's kind of meant to shoot up some stuff. Kind of a yeah, Core 7 shooty ship. Really cool looking build though. Definitely like this. Let's take a look at its storage. Okay, so we got an ammo controller at a nice square even 10K, and then we do have a taxi tank for the shield in there. And yeah, very, very nice build. Definitely like it. Really cool block worker. Again, we're using this cockpit. It's a hard cockpit to use in builds, as it's so specific and kind of odd. You know, 2 block wide too. Kind of doesn't work for a lot of things. But again, this is the NT Sagita RE2 by NT. Very, very cool. All right, so next here, let me turn off a couple things over here a second. Yeah, I guess I will turn you off too. I'm trying to maximize my FPS here. Get rid of some of that stutter. All right, let's get this one on. So this was in the challenge, I do believe. I didn't actually turn on. Oh, was it out of fuel? No. All right, so this here is the Marauder Reforged Eden 2 by Entei, and this is SV. It is a pretty wild and crazy cool SV, I gotta say too. Yeah, so it's following a lot of Entei's design elements of this 22.5 armor plating setup. But man, just check out the detail going on this, even on the outside around the cockpit area. The whole thing. I mean, really, yeah. Just there's a lot going on. Excuse me. What I also definitely like too is the breakups here on this surface with this extra tech stuff, I guess. I don't know what else you'd call a lot of that. It looks really, really cool though. And yeah, man, this is neat too. You got this that slope there, and then you got some wing parts down over here. Kind of a formation. There's actually 4 different like wing parts going down the sides there. I like the color differences again between the blue and the gray and the white line there. Oops. The backside looks really, really, really cool here as well. Nice looking thruster enclosures and extra just detail everywhere you look. I mean, just everything, every place. Texture detailed very, very nicely, but such a cool shape and design too. On top of that, and on the bottom side here, look at. I mean, look. This is like the probably least likely place you'll probably look at the ship at, but that's super cool to see with all the thin blocks and the stripes and everything else going on in here. On the top side too. I like these formations and things like that. That just looks so cool. You got a radar here. Let's just see if this is a real one. It is a real one. And again, we got kind of that, I don't know, like bronze, well, yeah, different color piping on here. This is a nice accent as well. Yeah. Well, I've seen this before, obviously, in the challenge video. I just haven't looked at it close up and personal. Same thing goes on for the next creation after this one as well. Let's get a board here, and I'm going to adjust the lighting. But this is a crazy cool looking ship here, I got to say. So much time and attention to detail everywhere. Yeah, so these are switches here. I love how that's set up there with the LCD around the switch here that tells you what it's for. That's really, really cool. Oh, gotta have that trauma station on. Oh yeah, that actually opens up the doors too, so we're gonna have to flip all the switches. Now we got our O2 and armor locker over there, obviously trauma station, controller of one origin or another on either side. Looks like we got some CPU blocks under the grates over there. Got a clone chamber integrated very nicely into the wall there with the beams around it. That looks really cool. I got a gravity generator. Got a bunch more switches here. We got, let me try to a little closer there. Hey, hit the switch. There we go. Another storage controller up in there. Look at that setup there. Generator. Switch. Oh yeah, opens up the compartment down over here. Oh, I love that display over this section here too. I mean, it's just stuff like this. That looks so cool. That's one of the advanced SV generators in RE2. Or I might have got the name wrong on that. Actually, I'm gonna find out the correct name. Fusion generator. I'm sorry. Fusion generator for an SV. Look at this table over here. Oh, walk around. Yeah, that's so cool. That's elegant. And the big old LCD in there with all the stuff and the stats in the heavy glass. And we got our warp drive display over here. Oh, that looks so neat. The glasswork and stuff around this. And we got access panel below it. Of course, let me see if this is a 30 or 60 light year. This is the advanced. This is the bigger warp drive as well. So it's already upgraded. And we got a drone hatch. Looks like right above our heads here. That's cool. I like how it's hanging down from the ceiling like that. It's kind of reminds me of like a periscope from a sub or something like that. That's neat. And big old open space for putting drones out or getting in and out of the ship here. And wow, look at all the craziness going on beyond this display here. So we got a bunch of small shield parts on that side. So it's kind of like there's so many things that are just asymmetrically done in this interior as well. We got our pilot seat and co-pilot seats over here, 2 of them. Love these displays up in there. Just again, just a huge amount of attention to detail in here. We got this door over here too. Oh, yeah, you gotta have your bedding and a plant and animated LCDs and stuff. Of course, you gotta have that. Oh wow! I mean, touring this stuff in Empyrion at this point with all this new stuff and some really accomplished authors and things like that. It's just a really cool thing to see. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think you guys get the idea of this. This is just a very, very cool ship. Very cool ship. I kind of wonder how long something like this actually took NT to build. I mean, if you scaled this up to a CV, it could be like a pretty good sized CV as well. Anyway, let's get the lights back on and take a look at some numbers here. HUD out of there too. So unlock level 25, complexity 4, 53 forward, 24 strafing, 37 lift, 53 reverse, 26 down. Pitch, yaw, and roll are right around in the high 20s or low 30s or high 30s. 4-hour build time. Does need some stuff. Seeing it's going to be a higher CPU core build here. Then again, it was running a fusion reactor and things like that in it. So it is definitely a higher end SV. It's almost the size of some CVs. I do have a pretty good barrage of weapons here. Looks like we're running a max light weapon count plus 2 heavies on here as well. Hyper laser cannons. I don't even know what those are, but it's got them. CPU wise, again, yeah, bringing up that same number we've seen on another creation here, 40,500, and that would translate again to core 15. So yeah, so this second build we've seen at core 15. So I'm trying to memorize how much CPU can actually put in something. I think anybody in comments too, can you go beyond Core 15 on an SV, or this probably is true for an HV as well. Not sure about the CVs, things like that, but can you go beyond Core 15 in CPU? That is just a question I don't really have an answer to. Oh, we do have our upgrade marker as well. I didn't even look. We have a stock shield at 19,468 on here. We do have spotlights. Let's take a look at the storage here. So we got, it looks like 2 ammo controllers. Both just yeah, like 19,500 something, or right around that. Then we have another controller, big one here at 34,430. And beyond that, we got our normal stuff: fridge, couple boxes, and a taxi tank. I'm pretty sure those are boxes. Yeah. So again, really amazing build here, and yeah, it's hard to believe that this is even the SV. It's just crazy, and super detailed. Oh yeah, and obviously, since I turned on the info LCDs, we do have more fixed weapon positions in part placements in various locations on the ship as well. Probably some more on the interior in places. But yeah, again, very cool. Again, this is the Marauder Reforged Eden 2 by Entei. Sorry to have to turn you off right now. Oh, I did. There we go. All right, so let's look at one more from the challenge this week, and again next week there'll be some more builds from the same challenge. So this one is the RE2 Nadachi by Mubear. And yeah, again, wild looking SV here. That is some cool looking setups going on in here. Look at this this whole front thing. It's like these are like some big old arms that come out from this swivel piece here, which doesn't actually touch this center area, kind of where the cockpit is. And so much detail, and a little bit different color scheme too. I like it. It's kind of using some very shades of grays, kind of in with this this yellow look. And I think I was trying to see if it did have texture lights or not. It doesn't look like it. It's got some, but it's not. It doesn't have all. I'm not seeing a whole ton of them, at least from the top side. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, we got some cool looking texture lights in there too. Neat looking landing gear setup here. And gosh, yeah, the underside is it's just crazy. A really wild design. I love these thruster housings on the sides here too. And this this main hall area with our strafing thrust. Wow, yeah, again, wild build here. Looks really sharp and detailed. And of course, yeah, very creative as well. Look at that. Oh, so we got some landing gear out of, yeah, that's an interesting way to do that. Kind of sits down on the inside of the big thruster housings. And oh yeah, Wi-Fi right there in the back. Obviously we got a compartment door to open up. We got a detector right there. We got whatever this thing is. It's just, wow. Advanced detector. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did I say detector when I was looking at that? I bet you I did. I misidentified that. It has an advanced detector, not those crappy old regular old detectors. It's got the advanced one on it. That's neat. That's neat. Different thruster colors as well. Let's see what's in here. Looks like we got an upgrade room here. Just a little parts, CPU stuff. It doesn't really appear to be predetermined on what you put here. And there's a lot of different things you probably could put there. Wow. Yeah, that is just cool. I mean, just take a look at this stuff. Yeah. it's a bit, you know, again, a pretty big SV. It's not even doing an interior on this one, but another feature too that I just think looks incredibly cool is if you take a look at this cockpit and you look at the block work kind of going around the cockpit here, that gray area, the round, that I just think it just really cool look to that. I like that. Just one of those little features that I just think really fits. Really makes that look neat. Yeah, wow. All right, let's look at some numbers. So, unlock level 25, complexity 2, 119 forward, 59 straight, 59 lift, 59 reverse, 30 down. Yeah, secondary numbers are looking pretty good as well. Yeah, somewhere between 44 at the lowest and 78. We're running 4 light Gatling turrets, 4 light cannon turrets. Or, I'm sorry, launchers, not turrets. 1 advanced detector. I gotta check into that advanced detector thing. I would assume it would have more range than your standard SV detector. That would be the whole point of it. Hour and 55-minute build time. This one's, yeah, this one I think is looking like a Core 9. With only 2 quantum processors being used in the build. And I think that is true. 26,000 CPU. And Core 9. Yes, it is true. Alright. Up in here, we got a shield on here at 9311. The thing I wanted to check in here is to see if we did have a warp drive. And it does not appear so. Unless it's... No, this would be a protection tank for the shield, so I don't believe it is a warp ship. And obviously the Core 9 in there. Yeah, wow. Let's take a look at the storage. And let's see, so we got an ammo controller at 10K right on the nose, and I think that is it. So yeah, just set up to shoot stuff. It's got a lot of stuff to be, I mean, this looks like a hard ship to disable. It's big. It's got stuff spread out quite a bit. It does have some guns up on the front here. But, yeah, there's a lot of front stuff here for the AI to mess with before it would really do too much damage. Of course, the AI could take out a turret or something like that. But you've got your guns back over here as well. Again, even that gun setup over here, if you take a look at the intricate block work going out to that, that is pretty cool. It looks like a swing arm, like it was like mounted down. Oops, I just bumped the microphone. I apologize if you got a noise in your ears. I apologize for that. I'm literally waving my arms around as I'm looking at these things. Anyway, oh wow, just really cool builds from everybody this week. Yeah. Plus, yeah, again, some of the at least the first 2 entries from this challenge of SV challenge for RE2, and yeah, just wild stuff. Anyway, I guess that is it for this week. I'm almost sad. I'm almost sad that it's over, but yeah, awesome work, everybody. Huge amount of creativity. I mean, some of these builds are built for dedicated gameplay. Other builds are built for RP and just looks and seeing what you can accomplish within Empyrion at this point in time. It's really cool to see all of it. I definitely dig it. And other than that, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.